Hello, my name is Ray Salazar, and this is Morning Reel, a 3 to 4 minute or 100 billion minute or so podcast of films that I review of all kinds, from all kinds of people, of all kinds of countries, all kinds of towns, all kinds of subjects. Today, He Got Game. This is a 1998 sports drama film written, produced, and directed by Spike Lee that stars Denzel Washington and Ray Allen. Produced by John Kalik as well. It also stars Mila Jovovich. It's hard to pronounce her name, dude. Cinematography, Malik Hassan Saeed, great cinematographer. Edited by Barry Alexander Brown, good editing. Production companies, Touchstone Pictures, 40 Acres and a Mule, Filmworks. Distributed by Buena Vista Pictures. Like I said, this film came out in 1998. I was a kid when this movie came out. I didn't see it till like when I was in my 20s. And I recently saw it again. In fact, I saw it last night. I like the film. This film is about how to be a man. This film is about basketball, the obsession of it, where it can take you, how it can shape you, and how it can break you. And Spike Lee does that. And he did it pretty well, I must say. Now, to put it plain and simple, this film is about Jesus Shuttlesworth, or rather his name, Jesus Shuttlesworth. He's an African American, top American prospect for college basketball, for just basketball in general. He got the choice to go anywhere he wants, but he's pretty indecisive about it. We got Denzel Washington's character as Jake Shuttlesworth, plays the father for Jesus. And this guy's locked up because he did a crime that he didn't really mean to commit, you know? It was like a freak accident. And they led him to Rikers prison, man. Now he has the opportunity to get a reduced sentence if he can convince his son to pick the school that the governor wants him to. And if he does it, reduced sentence. Does it happen? Well, you gotta watch the movie and find out. I love the fact that this film's not really whatchamacallit, it's not so spoon fed. It leaves you wondering whether if Jesus is gonna even choose the school that the governor wants, right? Who knows? Jake tries his best to convince his son. He tries to get his forgiveness. He wants to make it right because that's the only time he has. He only has a week. And in that week, all kinds of obstacles these characters face. These characters hold true to themselves. And you learn about them so easily within like the first 30 minutes of the film. You know who they are, who they wanted to be in life, or who they want to become. Because obviously, when you're in a man in a corrupt, broken prison system, it's going to change you in all kinds of ways. And for Jake, it hasn't broken him down completely. Jesus, same thing. There's a lot of life that wants to break him down. He's got all kinds of stuff being thrown at him. People want to know what his choices are. People are bribing him, especially his girlfriend, which is crazy. Played by Rosario Dawson, named Lala. One of the great scenes of the film is when Jake and Lala actually, introduce each other. Then you got that one dude who's trying to be like, hey man, like, she don't want no trouble. And he's like, man, dude, get the fuck out of my face. And just like punches him in the throat. And then he just fucking punches him in the face. And it just goes down. It's great because like, come on, dude. Like, who are you, dude? Shit. Now, overall, I think it's a good film. It's very cinematic, a little poetic, maybe too poetic. I'm not sure. One of the problems that I had about this film is it's not necessarily like just the subject matter per se. It's more about like, I wish there was a little bit, I don't know, I feel like there was not enough character development as far as Dakota's character is concerned. Like, she's a prostitute. She wants a good life, but all that negativity in herself, all that low self-esteem, which obviously kind of led her to what she does for a living in a sense. I wish there was more build up to that because it was so easy during the end of the film where we see what happens to her, afterwards. It's sort of like a surprise in a way. There's a lot of surprises in this film as far as shots, what Spike Lee is trying to present us, especially like certain lines of dialogue when Jesus and Booger they meet up with this one dude big time, and he's just driving him around town, kind of showing him the ropes, kind of like just trying to get him under his wing, which like talking all this kind of shit about like how you shouldn't be like locked down to fame. Got to be careful about girls. You got to be careful about everything. And while he's like talking about that, we see like glimpses of we see examples from like certain shots, certain people talking, basically kind of like reenacting what it would be like if somebody were to come up to you and be like, "Hey man, can I have some money? Hey man, like you never broke me off. Hey man, like you owe me for this." Even freaking Jesus' uncle, dude, he's like, let me wet my beak a little bit, man. I took care of you. I took you in. I feel like I need some type of compensation back. What a great line. What a great area to be in. Like you're just high school kid who just wants to make it out in life, out of the city, out of the system. But what's fucked up is that basketball and business, they go together. It's a whole fucking monetary, financial, just labor intensive business. And when you look at the film and you see all types of offers coming to Jesus, all business, right? Money. Like, he doesn't know what he's getting himself into. And in fact, I'm pretty sure every NBA draftee or college draftee or whatnot, they probably don't even know what they're getting themselves into in the long run. And there's one line that Lala said during the end of the second act where Jesus has everything set for him. He don't got to worry about a thing. The only thing he's got to worry about is time. And for her, she don't even got time. She got nothing compared to him. But maybe it's just a way of like making him feel bad and all that stuff. But there is some truth to that. But anyways, basketball, business, from what it seems like and the way that Spike Lee did it, which was pretty good, is that basketball is like any other sport, ran by rich folks, and they don't really give a fuck about their players. They just want to use them as a tool for their own gains. And that sucks. And the only way they can compensate the players is obviously through cash, right? But trophies and all that stuff that's kind of like really made up. It's not like Olympic shit where like been happening for like hundreds and hundreds of years. Like, nah, this is something that's been just systematically built in a weird way. Spike Lee shows it. But overall, I give this film 3 out of 4 tokes. Just because of the certain character arcs, I feel like they don't kind of match. The writing's good. The acting is great. Like, I've never seen Denzel play ball like that. When you watch him on screen, like, you just feel this sense of like I wish my dad was like that. I wish this guy was around in my life because maybe I wouldn't be a fuck up or maybe I would do better in life, And that's what the film is kind of pretty much kind of telling us, like, father or not, you got to know who to keep around you and who are fake. There's a lot of fake people out there. Sometimes, you can, pull the real ones out of the fake bunch. My name is Ray Salazar. Follow me on IG, YouTube as Morning Shot Films. Follow, rate, and review this podcast called Morning Real. Next week, I will be reviewing Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, or wherever the fuck that's called. Thank you.